Inter go on a fundraising mission. PSG sign up Herrera. Arnautovic is the epitome of a modern-day footballer. We've got a roundup of all the day's transfer news and a very, very special Friday feels. Now, more coming up in the next few minutes as I'm your host, Matt Froelich. You are the One Footballers, and this is the Daily News. First off, and to Inter Milan, who desperately needs some money in order to sign Romelu Lukaku. How they're going to do this is by getting rid of Mauro Icardi. Now, obviously, you all know about the drama within the last few months surrounding the club and Icardi, and now it looks like finally they've sought out their replacement and they just need to be able to afford him. They could do this by getting rid of him to Napoli. Now, of course, it's not ideal to get rid of one of your best strikers and your club captain to one of the main rivals in Serie A, but if he's going to be a disruption in the dressing room, so be it. Napoli have reportedly offered the striker around 10 million euros per year, and this frees up Romelu Lukaku to join Inter. In the last few weeks, Inter Milan have put in a 2-year loan offer for 9 million up front with 58 million after 2 years to sign Lukaku permanently. This is way too confusing for Manchester United, who just want the money up front, so they haven't accepted an offer just yet. The problem is that the longer this rumbles on, the more Lukaku will get annoyed and he's already going to have to join Manchester United on their tour of Australia. That's a pretty long way to go to then only be called back and to move clubs. What this does mean, though, is that Manchester United will then be able to spend that money on bringing in some more players. They've already brought in Daniel James and Wan-Bissaka, and it's rumoured that Bruno Fernandes could join, and Sevilla striker Wissam Ben Yedder. But someone moving out of Manchester United is Ander Herrera. The vice-captain's contract has expired, and he's joined PSG. This is all over money. Of course it is. It's modern-day football. Herrera wants it closer to what Alexis Sanchez is earning, but Manchester United didn't want to offer him that, which is fair enough considering it's a hell of a lot of money, but he also has been one of their best players. They're going to lose a massive player in the squad. At PSG, he hasn't quite got the 350 grand a week he wanted. He only got 300 grand a week. Let's have a moment of silence for Ander Herrera, and he's so unfortunate to only be making 300k per week. But moving on, what it does mean is that PSG have actually signed a bit of an older player, and I feel like it's going against what they should be doing. We've all seen how it's turned out when signing massive money signings at PSG. Mbappe and Neymar, it's a massive risk, especially when you don't win the Champions League and they turn around and they say they want to leave. But with Herrera, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he's 29 years old and they've signed him on a 5-year deal. That's 5 years of paying 300k a week to someone who may not be at their best within a few years' time. Personally, I think they should have gone for someone a little bit younger, but what they have done is replace the outgoing Adrian Rabiot. But moving on and talking about more money in the transfer window, and Marko Arnautovic just epitomises everything that is wrong with modern-day football. So here's how the story went. In January, an unnamed club from China made a bid for him and he said he wanted to leave because, well, he'd probably get triple times the wages that he's currently earning at West Ham. The club said no, he was too important. They had a bit of back and forth, a bit of arguing. Eventually, he decided to stay. Not only did he decide to stay, he also signed a new contract at the end of January, saying the fans gave him the energy to be here and he really wants to stay. So 6 months later, what does he do? Hands in another transfer request. Another Chinese club has bid for him and it looks like he's been accepted and he's going to be on his way out of the club. The deal could actually be concluded midway through their tour as West Ham are heading to China for the pre-season. This just goes to show that 6 months later, loyalty flies out the window and it's really all about the money. I won't say that for every single player, but Arnautovic does seem the type to pull this kind of stunt. First off, an Arsenal target Joachim Andersen has agreed to join Lyon for 25 million euros. Leicester want Burnley's James Tarkowski if Harry Maguire is to leave the club. Maxi Gomez looks to be on his way to Valencia despite West Ham's last-minute interest. And Arjen Robben has retired from football. In life, there are always two certain things: death, and that Arjen Robben was going to cut in on his left foot. What a fantastic career. So lastly but not least, we have Friday Feels. Of course, it's only during the season that we do this, but it has made a special comeback for a very special weekend. On Sunday, 2 massive finals will be taking place in the Women's World Cup and the Copa America. So what I need you guys to do is let me know your predictions down below, and we'll call out a few of the right ones on Monday. For me, my predictions are that the US will beat Netherlands 2-0 in the Women's World Cup final, and in the Copa America, Brazil will beat Peru 3-1. So will Herrera be a success at PSG, and is it a good deal for Inter Milan to sell Icardi to one of their main rivals, even if they're getting Romelu Lukaku in return? Of course, let me know your thoughts down below and your predictions for the Friday Feels. It could be any game over the weekend, but I've just highlighted 2 of the biggest. Of course, once you're down there, you can also smash the like button and click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys later.